All's going well so far on this latest trip, this one to Ljubljana, amidst reports of travel chaos here at Heathrow and other airports, but no problems so far. We'll see how things develop. Found a nice quiet place to sit and take in the view of what's going on out there. Just checked into hotel in Ljubljana after all the reports of chaos at Heathrow. Couldn't have gone much better than planned, and bagged myself a free upgrade with a nice little view overlooking a quiet pedestrianised street here in the centre of Ljubljana. Mind you, I had to go downstairs to reject the first upgrade and push my luck for a better one with a view overlooking the street out the front. Quite tired, but just going to pop round the block for a short walk. Sitting down most of the day waiting for a plane, sitting on the plane waiting for them to load the luggage, and then sitting on the plane during the flight, and then in the taxi from the airport. So just going to stretch my legs. Well, I just had a little wander around the block. It's absolutely buzzing out there. The only place I've been to with a similar sort of vibe was my first impression of Dusseldorf. Absolutely so much going on. Anyway, loads of weird coincidences lately. Like watching a film the other night with an actress I'd never seen before, and looking at the setting of the film and thinking that's probably Bristol. And it wasn't. It was nowhere near Bristol. It was in America, in fact. But then the day after, I found out that the actress was born in Bristol. So, and then trying to remember the name of the film, which was Atonement, on a pointless quiz, and not quite being able to remember it. And then the following day, there's an article in the Saturday Review in the Times about it. And yesterday I just completed uploading a photographs video of Cortera from March and showed it to Elizabeth for the first time. One of the pieces of music I used on it was a song, I don't even know what it's called. And I showed it to her for the first time yesterday, played it, and then arrive here, and then downstairs there's a geezer at a restaurant singing the same song. And this is what it sounded like. Beautiful sunny day here in Ljubljana, first full day, and just taking a trek up to the local castle. Not too high, only 400 metres in altitude, but this path is extraordinarily steep. It's a good job I had a full cooked breakfast this morning, because that really has taken it out of me. Well, I must say, as a view, it's a bit underwhelming. It doesn't really show the city off in very good favour. I think that's because the most attractive parts of Ljubljana are down by the river, and the river seems to be completely hidden from view from the castle. No idea what that means at all. Very easy to walk around the city, not very much traffic at all. It's a very pleasant city in that respect. Literally just a 5-minute walk from the city centre. There's the castle and the funicular, where I was about 10 minutes ago. And just trying to locate an abandoned military barracks, which is now some sort of art squat. A couple of blocks in this direction, I believe, near an old power station, which might be worth a look at as well. So this is the old power station, where they now have concerts and various performing arts. Not quite what I thought it was going to be like. Nothing going on today though. Abandoned ex-German and Yugoslav steam engines and generators. Nothing too exciting. Well, that was the art community, the abandoned military barracks. What wasn't captured on film was me falling over yet again. Fell over in Porto, trying to avoid somebody that might have had COVID. Fell over in Sofia in an underground metro station, and fell over today trying to photograph some art without looking at the ground. No harm done. Nice little neighbourhood. Some very pleasant houses. Not really sure what this city's identity is. It's quite evocative, but it evokes memories and impressions of different places. I've seen places that's reminded me of Venice since I've been here, of Bruges, bits of Malmo just now, and this bit brings back memories of being in Gothenburg. This water goes round in a great big loop around the old town centre. But yeah, I really like the place without it having its own specific identity. This must be the cyanometer, which changes colour to match the colour of the sky each day. They have one in Wrocław apparently. You may have seen it there. Be interesting to see what it's like tomorrow when it's a bit cloudy and thundery perhaps. Seven o'clock on a Saturday evening. Also a moment to celebrate. Not even 7 o'clock. 10 to 7 on a Saturday evening. Oh, that was weird. They've just... oh, I thought they'd just stopped, but they've started again. I just walked by that church and there was nothing going on, so... I don't think even anyone was getting married, so I have no idea what all that was about. I shall look it up on Google. Just off this morning, second full day. Just off to little trips on a bus to Lake Bled, 30 miles away. And the sun is still in the sky. And it's going to be another hot day. No sign of thunder yet. A reasonably straightforward hour and 20 minutes bus journey, and here I am beside the lake in Bled. Glad for a bit of shade at the moment while I'm trying to find this trail up to the local viewpoint. A pretty house by the lake side. Right, let's try not to get lost on this expedition. I think the one I want is the Mala Ościennica. 30 minutes it says. Let's see what happens. Immediately plunged into deep shade, which is good, but straight away extremely steep, which ain't so good. Whew. Peaceful here. Another short first descent, levelled off onto some sort of platform with an abandoned, what was once quite nice little house, I would imagine. Well, I say abandoned, but might just be closed temporarily. A lot of the navigation uphill comes to reaching each old gnarly tree and using the roots as some kind of stepping stone. Yeah. Fixed into the rock face. It's like the Hotel Nadia. Well, I've done that, I should be able to do this okay. Whew. a brief resting point. Just a few minutes now from the very top of this viewpoint, which is about just over 800 meters high. Oh, what's this? 5 minutes. Wow, almost there. Whew. Aha, this looks like the end. Oh, I was wrong. Not just over 800 meters, a mere 685 meters. And down via the Nadia staircase. Well, it's really quite serene up there. Spent half an hour up there. Absolutely beautiful spots, view the world from. And just getting back down to the lake now. Well, I think I timed that quite well actually, because lots more people going up as I was coming down. So it's going to be very crowded at the top in half an hour, whereas when I was up there, there was quite a few people up there, but it was just enough to give it a pleasant atmosphere without being too crowded. And back down to the crystal clear water of Lake Bled. Getting a real workout today, upper body workout now, on the lake itself. Destination, the island in the middle. See, drifting very slowly towards it now. I don't really need to work too hard. Another couple of 100 meters and I'm there. Oh well, let's crack on. Right, I have arrived on the island. It took 20 minutes. This young lady just asked me if I could row her back to shore, but I said, I don't think so. But she swum all the way from there, so good luck to her when she attempts to go back. Well, that was fun, and quite a nice little workout as well. So here I am on the island, in the middle of the lake. And back across the water. Hopefully my boat will still be moored. Yeah, there it is, Polak 3. That's my baby. That's it. Get the oars this way round. Getting the hang of this nautical lark. Oh, I've got to face backwards, haven't I? 20 minutes to row back over just round the bend there behind me. God, it's hot. Stop for a breather. Phew. Well, that was a pleasant rowing interlude. Started to all come back to me towards the end there. The techniques involved in rowing a craft such as that. So, yeah, all good, except for the dehydration. I just arrived back in Ljubljana on time after a very good bus journey, just over an hour, and it got me back. Well, just got back in, left the hotel at 8:15 this morning, and just arrived back at 4:20. Absolutely exhausted. Another example of finding 3 bridges. These 3 side by side. Very noisy Franciscan church. Very fond of ringing the bells in the main square. Looks like this old railway museum has rather been given up to fall into a state of disrepair, which is a shame. Yeah, I heard about the railway museum. Didn't check online this morning to see how much it would be to get in. Just came along. Definitely a business opportunity here, because I'm sure railway enthusiasts would come from far and wide to check this place out, which has just been left to become derelict. Yeah, most peculiar. You'd expect a railway museum to imply something a bit different than this. This is obviously the old train workshop, which has been abandoned, and all the out of commission trains have just been left to rot out here. It looks in fact as though this place is still linked in some way to some sort of railway network. Oh, makes more sense now. Just discovered this building on site. Unfortunately, I'm here on the last day of my trip, which is a Monday. So yeah, through the window there are a few preserved locomotives inside. Oh well, it's probably more fun being outside. Yeah, first thing you notice when you come in through the gates are the old trains round there. So I assumed it was an open air thing until you see a little entrance there. And just as hot and sunny today, no sign of the thunder so far, so the colour remains the same.
Stvari pač to da sem že idiot, že 4 leta, veš pa 4.
Well, it's been another scorching day. Done everything I wanted to do. A couple of things were closed on a Monday today, but they weren't that important. And yeah, nice time in the park. Very peaceful, quite attractive. A nice little cool drink on top of the skyscraper bar. This is about as busy as the traffic gets in the centre of the city. Everywhere you go, it's bikes and scooters. Very much like Amsterdam. Everyone's on two wheels. Well, another sweltering day here in Ljubljana, as I may have mentioned before. Monday, the day before I fly back, and the day also where I received news from home that Elizabeth had finally succumbed to COVID. Very unexpected. Yeah. So Elizabeth would, in my opinion, really enjoy this place because a lot of what I've seen is exactly the kind of thing that she would like, especially the bits of the river, which unfortunately you can't really see much of from the top of the castle, or even from the skyscraper bar where I was today. Completely hidden from view from both locations, both vantage points. That's the triple bridge viewed from my window. Brought a raincoat, but didn't need it in the end. Checking out tomorrow. Just put the kettle on for a nice cuppa. And there goes those 6:45 bells again. 7:15 without fail. What's all that about? There's the result for the flight day home. Home to take care of Elizabeth. Well, here we are at the airport. Very pleasant, calm airport. Set 12 miles outside the city in a very serene environment. A couple of flights due to depart soon. Then there's a wait of 2 hours or so before my flight, and one for Munich departs. So not a very busy airport at all, which hopefully bodes well.